Today's video is sponsored and brought to you by Squarespace. Whether you need a domain, website, or online store, you can make it all with Squarespace. And if you want to see the website that I made all on my own with Squarespace, check it out a little bit later in the video. What's going on, guys? It's Armour. Welcome back to another episode of NBA Kicks. Now, this isn't going to be your normal episode of NBA Kicks because usually we count down the 10 best sneakers worn in the NBA from the past week. And throughout the whole season, we had about 25 episodes, which is over 250 pairs of sneakers. But all of that hard work is coming down to this very episode where I'm gonna count down what I thought were the 10 most memorable sneakers throughout the entire regular season. Starting off the list at number 10, we have Langston Galloway with the cat dog colorway of the LG92 from Q4 Sports. Langston Galloway's performance during the regular season in terms of his kicks on court was absolutely fantastic, and it would be a crime to leave him off this list, so I'm not. Out of the many customs that Langston wore throughout the season, each of them had their own unique themes, such as Vice City, Roscoe's Modern World, Scooby-Doo, and Hey Arnold. But these cat dog customs that he rocked against the Magic are, in my mind, the best he wore all year long. Aside from being one of my favorite shows growing up as a kid, the cat dog theme is one that we really haven't seen on the court before, and the way Langston did the show justice here was just flat out fantastic. Everything from the color scheme to the artwork was expertly done by Andre WTL on Instagram, who's done a ton of customs for other players around the league, such as Solomon Hill, Drew Holiday, and of course, Langston Galloway. I can't wait to see what Langston has in store for us next season, as I expect him to come back stronger than ever with even more stellar kicks on the court. But for this year, he ends up on our list at number 10. Next up at number 9, we have Jayson Tatum with the Nike Adapt BB. Now, there's a few guys around the league who also rock Nike's auto-lacing basketball sneaker, but Jayson Tatum was really the first guy to do so on national TV, no less. And while the Adapt BB might not be the most unique shoe on this list, you can have a list of the best sneakers from the regular season without talking about these, because they are most definitely one of the most important sneakers we saw all season long. Not only were they a huge topic in the on-court community, but it was a big topic around the world, period, since they made what we thought was once a dream become a reality. And the fact that multiple guys around the league continued to wear the Adapts after its initial unveiling shows us that it's much more than just a novelty. If only someone had a video explaining what a self-lacing sneaker feels like and how it performs on the court, kind of like a performance review, which you could easily watch if you just click the link in the upper right-hand corner. Click it. Next up at number 8, we have PJ Tucker with the Stewie colorway of the Nike LeBron 6. When it comes to sneakers in the NBA, PJ Tucker is royalty. Not only does he consistently switch up his kicks what seems like every single game, but the quality and rarity of his sneakers are second to none. During Christmas, PJ rocked the Stewie LeBron 6s, which at the time of him rocking it had a resale value of over $20,000, which seems absolutely insane because it is insane. $20,000 for a pair of sneakers? Are you kidding me? Now, I wish I could put PJ a little bit higher on this list because he certainly deserves it, and these Stewie LeBrons are absolutely bananas, but PJ doesn't necessarily wear extremely unique sneakers. What PJ does is he rocks the rarest of the rare from the sneaker world, which is awesome to see on a year-to-year basis, but it just doesn't stand out as much as the one-of-one customs that tell a story and also let us know more about the players that are wearing them, kind of like our next sneaker. Coming in at number 7, we have Luka Doncic with a Gohan custom of the Nike PG 2.5. Luka Doncic not only turned in one of the best rookie seasons in the history of the league, but he also rocked a ton of custom sneakers on the court that were some of the best customs we saw all season long. This Gohan colorway that Luka wore against the Kings was done by one of the best customizers in the game, Melon Kicks, who did a ton of custom work for Luka throughout the season, and picking my favorite out of the many options was almost like picking my favorite movie of all time, which by the way is Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. But this Gohan custom was just way too saucy for me to leave off this list. The laser accurate artwork and exquisite use of colors is enough for me to praise Melon Kicks as one of the best customizers in the world. But what I love most about his work is how he integrates the design of the shoe itself into his customs, such as using Gohan's eyes on the straps of the PG 2.5s. And yes, full disclosure, I am half Slovenian, so I really wanted to put Luka on this list, but I think you guys are gonna agree with me on this one. Next up at number 6, we have the X-Ray colorway of the PUMA Clyde Court Disrupt. Look, I know what you guys are thinking right now, and you're right. These aren't a custom, they're not a limited release, and they're not even that rare, but I don't really care about that because I think these are the best general release sneaker of the entire season, and I think that's important when you're making a list of the best sneakers from the year because we all can't have extremely rare or custom sneakers in our collection. If you wanted to go out and pick these up and rock them on or off the court, you could do that just as easy as anybody else, and that to me is what makes these special because I think these are an absolutely insane colorway thanks to that X-ray graphic on the upper and splash of color with the orange laces. The only thing I really don't like about these are the fact that we didn't get them to drop before Halloween, so you know, we could wear them during Halloween? PUMA? Either way, these make me extremely excited to see what PUMA has up their sleeves for next season because I had a ton of fun playing in the CCDs, and like I said, I think this colorway is just way too good, and that's why you're seeing it on this list as the 6th best sneaker from the 2018-19 NBA season. Alright, before we get to our top 5 sneakers throughout the entire regular season, I want to share with you guys the website that I made on Squarespace. Now, Squarespace is a place where you can create your own website, domain, or online store, and it's all super easy. I mean, guys, I know nothing about web design, but check out the website that I made all on my own. This thing is extremely clean. There's a ton of themes to choose from. You can edit pretty much anything you want on your website, and you can create something as clean as this. I'm extremely proud of this website. I cannot believe how easy it was. So if you want to get started, head over to squarespace.com for a free trial, and when you're ready to launch your website to go public, head over to squarespace.com/Duramon to save 10% off of your first purchase. Next up at number 5, we have Russell Westbrook with the Super Soaker colorway of the Jordan Why Not 0.2. Russ came into the season looking to take the crown as the league's sneaker champ with a variety of special edition colorways that came alongside some special edition packaging. While there were a lot of colorways to choose from, this Super Soaker inspired colorway that came out around Black History Month to me is one of his best. Obviously, the Super Soaker inspired color scheme is unique and flashy in its own right, but it's really the packaging that this colorway came in that really steals the show since it comes in a box just like the original Super Soaker did back in 1989, which was invented by engineer Lonnie Johnson, an African American who made millions off of his design. If that's not a cool way to celebrate Black History Month, I don't know what is, but what I do know is that this colorway of the Why Not 0.2s was one of the more memorable pair of kicks throughout the season and definitely deserves a spot on this list. Next up at number 4, we have Damian Lillard with the Game of Zones custom of the Dame 5 from Adidas. Now, season 8 of Game of Thrones has finally started, and it wasn't until I went back to the world of Westeros when I realized how amazing these customs are. What I love most about these and why I think it stands out from other customs we've seen on NBA kicks is the fact that these don't rely on graphics or photorealistic images to showcase a theme. It's just a clean sneaker with a few elements that make it special and unique. Yeah, you have that custom Game of Zones hang tag that features Damian Lillard himself, but for the most part, this custom uses a brushed steel look, maybe it's Valerian steel, alongside black and red tones that go perfectly with the Trailblazer uniforms and completes an overall look that really stands out but doesn't try to do too much to be unique. It's just the perfect balance. It also helps that it came out at the perfect time since everyone's getting back into Game of Thrones. Coming in at number 3, we have Chris Paul with the Moana custom of the Jordan CP3 11s. Now, it was a pretty interesting season for Chris Paul in terms of sneakers. I, for one, thought we weren't going to get another Chris Paul signature sneaker, But lo and behold, Jordan Brand dropped his 12 signature model right smack dab in the middle of the season. But before he moved on to the 12s, CP rocked a few custom colorways of his 11 signature model, including these Moana customs that makes an island boy like myself extremely proud to see the culture that I grew up around being represented on an actual NBA floor. Alongside the special tribal graphic on the upper that looks like it was ripped right off Maui's body, my favorite part about this custom has to be the koa wood-like graphic on the forefoot straps, as well as the gum bottoms to go along with it. These are also, to my knowledge, the only Moana-inspired sneakers that I've seen hit an NBA floor, so I felt like it was my duty as somebody who was born and raised in the 808 to put these on the list, but I'm pretty sure you guys are going to love and appreciate these amazing sneakers as well. Next up at number 2, we have Vince Carter with the Nike Shox BB4. Vince Carter might not be done with the NBA just yet, as he's recently been saying that he thinks he's got another year left in him, but this season, Nike wasn't taking any chances as they brought back the Shox BB4s, which Vince Carter originally wore way back in 2004 for what might be Vince's last and final season. Now, Nike brought back the BB4s in quite a few colorways, but the two colorways that used a raptor graphic on the upper are the ones that really caught my eyes. Not only do they feature that sick raptor claw graphic stitched right onto the upper, but the classic Toronto color scheme with the red and the purple definitely made me get into my feelings and brought back all of the memories I have of watching Vince as a Raptor. It's a real shame that Nike didn't drop these in some fashion, because I think a lot of people, including myself, would love to hoop in the BB4s again, especially if they dropped in an amazing colorway like these, because we all know nostalgia kills, and these definitely bring nostalgia to the table and were hands down one of the best sneakers I saw all season long. Finally, at number 1, as the best sneaker from the 2018-19 regular season, we have Kelly Oubre with a custom colorway of the Jordan 15s. Kelly Oubre is definitely a guy who rides his own wave, and he does so quite literally here with these customs that came out very early in the season, but have always stuck in my mind as not only one of the best customs of the year, but one of the best customs that I've ever seen. Not only is the artwork out of this world with the great wave of Kanagawa style art, but it's also on a sneaker that we don't see very often with the Jordan 15s. And at the time, Oubre played for the Wizards, but despite this custom's crazy artwork, the colors that were used on these customs match perfectly with the Wizards' red, white, and blue uniforms. I also feel like the overall shape and silhouette of the Jordan 15s is perfect for this style of artwork, since the woven upper and sharp lines of the shoe itself remind me a lot of a traditional samurai warrior, and that Kanagawa wave art obviously originates from Japan. All in all, at the end of the day, when it came down to it, these were easily my favorite and most memorable sneaker from the 2018-19 NBA season, and that's why I just had to put these at the number 1 spot. Let me know what you think about my list in the comment section below. Rearrange it however you want. I would love to hear what you guys have to say. And remember, NBA Kicks will continue throughout the entire NBA playoffs, so definitely stay tuned for that, and drop this video a like if you enjoyed it. That helps me out a ton. I want to thank you for your continued support of NBA Kicks throughout the entire season. My name is Jaron. It's great having you. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.